Hello, friends. I know it has been a hot minute, but I promise you I'll be back with more content, reviews, and all the things. In case you've been wondering, I have not been living under a rock for the past 2 months. Au contraire, I've actually been working behind the scenes on creating a really special conference. It's called the Women's Biohacking Conference. You maybe remember a couple months ago, I talked about the other biohacking conference and my experience with that. And to be completely transparent and honest with you guys, I was about this close to just walking away from this whole industry. I know, kind of crazy. Sometimes though, when you get really disillusioned with a space, you do feel like you need a change. And well, the change came in a different way for me. I got involved a couple months ago with helping co-host and organize this Women's Biohacking Conference, which includes 50 speakers. I had a chance to interview a lot of people, and the people who are truly making huge strides in the space for the right reasons, who are not bogged down by trying to commercialize and sell everything to you, who are really in it because they have gone through their own health struggles or they know someone and they are trying to help educate. And it's opened my eyes to a lot of things that maybe I just didn't realize were actually happening all along. So I know this is super sappy, but I invite you to join me. The conference is free, which is another thing I love. But I really feel like this is probably one of the best examples of what we can do when we come together as a community. And the conversations I have, the lessons I've learned, hopefully lessons that you guys will learn, are impactful beyond words. And don't get me wrong, we had a ton of fun. We talked about a lot of things that weren't conventional, that you're not going to hear in other podcasts, because honestly, that stuff is kind of boring to me. I want to get people to talk about the things that they really care about. And when that happens, it's like, whew. Anyway, I want to share a couple of clips with you, and just to give you a little teaser, and then I will include all of the links below for you guys to sign up. It's a 3-day event starting today. I know, real short notice, guys. But I hope you can join us. There's going to be a bunch of live sessions. Come on the chat, say hi, and I cannot wait to see you there.
PJ Sorbo, who you know, is my business partner, and we coined the term, or I don't know if we coined it, but we've embraced the bio slacker lifestyle.
Please expand.
And so I consider myself a bio slacker. Like, I feel like I know all the science, I know all the stuff, I have a lot of the gadgets. I have all the stuff that I use some of the time. So it's like all the things some of the time.
I think we get caught up with like trying to get the score every night, and it doesn't work like that.
So wise. And that brings us back to what I don't want to breeze over what you spoke to of the travel piece, which I so appreciate you sharing, because all of us, I think, can relate to, if we're in even remotely this game of getting great sleep and health, and then what can come about when we throw travel into the mix.
And I think if I had pushed myself to keep fasting and doing all the stuff I used to do, it would have been hugely detrimental.
Yeah.
And mental health too.
And I think it's really important. There's no shame in taking a break from fasting. I mean, I feel like I have to sometimes give people permission to say, maybe right now, this is not the time to fast. In 2019, when I was hospitalized for 13 days, I didn't fast for months. And people would say to me, well, is it because of intermittent fasting that you got sick? And I was like, no, I had a ruptured appendix, but I went many months and I could tell my blood sugar was, wildly variable. I felt terrible. And so I think at any one point in time, if any of these hormetic stressors aren't working for you, back off.
When I hear the word stress, I sometimes get stressed, and I feel like our culture has sort of demonized stress.
Oh man.
But you work for a company that like is kind of been not embracing stress, but like owning what that means for the body, owning what. And so what's your take on stress, and is it warranted to look at it like that?
Yeah, beautiful question, because yes, so many people, they hear the word stress and they automatically become stressed. And I would say that we have been somewhat conditioned to think of stress and hear stress, think of it negatively. There's a negative automatic connotation that comes with stress. I want anybody listening to this to reconceptualize stress right now.